What is up, guys? It's BT back here again with another video. Today I'm going to be helping you guys figure out how you guys can pick out headphones and some things to look for. And also too, I want to let you guys in today on how I review my headphones and what goes into my process of listening to, wearing them, testing the battery, connectivity. So today we're gonna get into all those things and then some. Okay, so you want a pair of headphones. Where do you go? What do you do? What are you looking for? So the first thing that I tell people, the first thing that you have to know is know your music. That is number one, know your music. What is your goal? What are you trying to listen to? What are you trying to get the most out of? What genres are you listening to? That's number one. Whether that's rap, EDM, okay. For me, those are my main ones. I know that I'm looking for headphones that are tailored towards that kind of music. Expanding more on that, in number two, we have sound. With sound, the one thing I want to challenge you guys, listen to your favorite song and then choose one characteristic about that song that you really like. Whether that's the vocals, the lyrics, the bass, the treble, the highs, all those things. Listen, and I want you guys to pick one characteristic. Now, after you pick that one characteristic, that is going to be your main goal for picking out a headphone. So let's say you pick a neutral headphone like Bose QC35. Those aren't going to be the best choice for something that's super bass heavy and somebody that likes a lot of mids. They're just a very neutral, flat headphone that go with mostly classical and jazz listeners, people that like neutral music. Now, if you want something more with bass, we all know the brands that are bass heavy like Skullcandy, Beats, V-Moda. Those are going to be your bread and butter for the bass. And I'm just saying some brands off the top of my head. Those aren't necessarily the best, but those are what are known for having bass. So it kind of points you in the right direction towards those headphones. For me personally, I've done so many reviews, and when I first started off, I was looking for bass, like a lot of you guys out there. And then I started realizing that, I really notice when the vocals, when the mids aren't up to par. It's like when you're on the phone with somebody and you hear that static and you kind of hear, or their voice sounds a little distorted, you know what their voice should sound like. And once you hear it in a different way, you notice it. And for me, that's how it gets now. I notice right off the bat when the vocals are just not there and the mids aren't as good. So figure out that one characteristic that is tailored to what you like. Now also when it comes to sound, what I do is I have a neutral pair of headphones that are very accurate in the Audi's LCD2s. They're great. I reference all my headphones, wireless or wired, versus those. And then on the lower end for the bass heavy, I do my Fostex X00s because I think they have the perfect amount of bass. And I compare and I can say, okay, this is better than the X00s or it's below. How far is it below those? And then same goes for the highs. For the highs, I have my Sennheiser 598s. Those things are very thin with the bass, but the highs, the mids are great. There's a lot of separation. They're great open back headphone. So I test against those. And then I can say, okay, well, where does it lie? Where on this spectrum from the 598s to the LCD2s in the middle to the Fostex X00s on the end, where does it all lie? And then I can make a generalized statement based on what people are listening to. I listen to all the genres. I go through all the different types of music. And then I bring you guys the review. That is how I take sound. Now, number three, before we go on to the comfort, battery, and all that stuff, I just want to say one thing that is very underrated is Amazon ratings. If you guys aren't already doing this, I do this for everything that I buy. I go on there, and let me give you guys a little tip. This is a little secret that I have. Pick the 3-star reviews. Don't do the 5, which are just, oh my God, this is the best product ever. No, don't listen to those. Don't listen to the 1 stars. Don't listen to those as well, because it's just either they had a really bad experience, they got a bad lemon headphone, or there is this high and mighty headphone that is just amazing with no flaws. You want to bridge that gap and bring it to the 3-star. The 3-star, they'll tell you what's right and they will tell you what is wrong. They're very balanced. So 3-star Amazon reviews, that's a good place to start. And then from there, what I do is I go on YouTube, I look at other reviews, I see what other people are saying, does it match up with the Amazon reviews, and then you can make a generalized pick based on what type of music you listen to yourself. For battery life, number 4, I'm gonna just talk about this a little bit. You have to determine what it is and how long you're actually listening to your music. What are you using them for? Are you flying around the world and you need 30 hours, 20 hours? You got a bunch of layovers where you can't charge the headphones? What is it that you're actually doing with these headphones? Are you going to the gym 5 days a week, 2 hours a day? Then you need 10 hours. Figure out where it is you lie on the scale. For me personally, I'm using them all the time. Sometimes I use them at work, sometimes I use them at home, sometimes I use them at the gym. Well, all the time I use them at the gym. But it has to last through a lot of things. So having quick charge features is amazing, like the Beats X and the Power Beats. You know, like 5 minutes of charging gives you 2 hours of battery life. Things like that. Those are all things to look out for, and I think are kind of crucial to having a good set of wireless headphones. All right, so let's talk about comfort. Now, also too, what you want to decide on is, do you want earbuds or do you want over ear? Do you want on ear headphones? What type of person are you? Do you not like things shoved in your ear? Do you have a weird ear canal shape? Then go with over ear or on ear. Do your ears get really hot? Do you not like things on you? Are you gonna be working out of them? Then get earbuds. Me, I'm not really a sweaty person when I'm in the gym. I sweat a little bit, but for the most part, I can wear over ear and be just fine. So I'm always testing to see how hot do these over ear or on ear headphones get? Or do they clamp down really hard? I really tried to put headphones to the test and really test the materials to see how they feel. Do they feel solid? Do the bands feel like they're gonna break? Do they have metal in the bands to keep them from breaking? So these are all things that I look for when I look at the design. Another thing is button placement. Some have terrible button placement. I don't really like the Bose QC35 button placement. It's like back here. Some, they don't have the etched in signs for whatever you're having to press. So little things like that really add into the design and the comfort of a headphone. Also too, I look for very low profile headphones. I don't like headphones that really stick out a lot unless it's gonna be for home listening, because otherwise they just get in your way when you're out and about. Now the sixth and final thing that you wanna look for is the distance that you can be away from your phone. Now this may be important for some people that like to leave their phone in the locker room and they go out and work out. You know, you're doing sprints or things like that and you have your phone over to the side. Now what I do is I just lay my phone down and I just walk away, and I kind of pace how far I'm walking in a straight line. And this gives me kind of a general idea of how far I can go. Some I can leave it in the locker room, others it has to be in my pocket or else I'm getting some static. So it really just all depends. Definitely look at the distance and how far the Bluetooth range is, because that actually does matter a lot for some people. All right guys, so those are my tips for finding a new pair of headphones and how I test the headphones. So let me know down in the comments below, what headphones are you using right now? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you looking to get a new pair? Let me know down below. That's been my time. It's your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys to all the new subs. I think we're at about like 3,500 right now, which is amazing. Considering I had about like 23 last year, that's amazing. So I just want to thank you guys. More videos to come. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Really heavy band of rain showers and snow.